What is up, guys? It's Tom and Joey back with another Runescape Chronicles episode. We know it's been a while, but we've just been busy. Tom's moved around a little bit, updated his name on Runescape, and just as a friendly heads up, we will be killing King Black Dragon, so you guys have something to watch. Maybe we'll get a lucky drop. One of us will get the pet, maybe. Tom, why don't you tell me about your name change and where you moved to?
Alright, so the name change is now from Prince of Boo to a true dick. I figured, don't have to have the biggest one, to be the truest one. Yeah, I think that's very true. It fits me perfectly, And also moved from New York to Texas. The dry heat is crazy, but it's nice weather.
Yeah, man. It's raining here. It's not too fun. Oh, this guy got our someone else got our kill. That's nice. But
Yeah.
anyways, so we'll start off with what we normally start off with, and that's what we accomplished for this week. So Tom, what did you manage to accomplish this week in the world of RuneScape?
A whole lot of nothing, really. I mean, I can't say that from the last podcast, but I was mining, still mining. On the grind to 1,000 rune ore. I'm currently at 775 now, so it's getting close.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
You're a better man than me. I could not fucking stomach that at all.
Yeah.
63 mining, by the way.
It's getting bad, dude. Honestly. I forgot to use.
You're almost there, though. I totally forgot ranging bots. We're really good at this game. Don't even worry, guys.
Alright. This is getting annihilated now. Alright, let's see.
I'll grab this shit while we kill it.
Completely forgot what I was doing for a second. But yeah, trying to get in on that top 1,000 of mining, that's going to be fun. So, we'll see how it goes.
You're almost there, man.
Yeah, I guess, man. But what have you been up to, man? You've been up to a lot of crazy stuff, so why don't you fill the people in on...
Wow, back to... Yeah, it's all yours. So, since the last pod, I have actually gotten 99 magic, which I was pretty happy about. We started out alching, and I was like, this kind of sucks. So I stopped alching because it was pretty slow. And I decided to start stringing jewelry because it was AFK, and I could do that at work pretty easily. So I did that to 99. It went actually really quick. It was about 125k an hour. And I actually got a little bit of crafting XP. Nothing good, obviously. But I got a little bit, and I was like, shit, man. Tom's got 99 crafting. Why don't I get 99 crafting so we can match with capes, right? But I'm up to 96. I've been doing green d'hide bodies, and I've been merching the leather. So I buy as much as I can in bulk, and then I just sell half of the leather that I buy. There's usually a limit, so it kind of sucks. But that's helped offset the price a little bit. And then I have a friend who actually is alching to 99, so I sell him the bodies because I know it's a profit for him. He usually tips me a little bit, which is nice. I don't really expect anything like that from him, but it's pretty cool. So that's what I've been doing. I've really gotten onto the farm runs. I recommend them to everybody. They're a nice little way to start your day. It's not bad. I like it. How many kills you have, by the way, so we can track how many kills we get this?
2 right now. I'm trying to see what that drop is. I can't even...
I picked it up.
okay.
We'll split it all at the end, but yeah. No, you're good. So, yeah. Alright, so I have a question for you, because this is something that I've seen come up a lot. What is your thoughts on untrimmed steel capes? Cool, not cool? Does it depend on the cape?
I think it depends on the cape. Some of them look pretty dope. Like, I love the untrimmed magic cape and the untrimmed HP cape. Those
Yep,
two are
yep.
really
I was thinking the HP one. I don't know why, but I think most people would say. I don't know. It looks cool either way, but untrimmed, there's
Yeah.
something really unique about it. Slayer's pretty cool
Yeah.
too because it's like that just
Yeah.
solid black, but I'd still want it
Yeah.
trimmed because I think it goes better that way. But yeah.
I was gonna say Slayer would be like the only other one out of those three. Otherwise, man, I'm not too much of a fan. I know some people like make it a point to that their first skill cape be an untrimmed one, and then try to keep it. And then
Yeah.
trim it later, but sometimes it's just not worth it.
I had fishing untrimmed first, and I personally like it trimmed a lot better. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I just cooler trimmed. Like I don't know, in my opinion. And
Yeah, because I have wood cutting and wood cutting.
yeah, it's tough to match it without anything. I feel like without the green, so like the green
Yeah.
really makes the difference.
Yeah, it's just like yeah, it's like a tree color, man. You know, and then
Yeah.
just so plain and crappy. Alright.
Look, I'm fucking 99 and you're not, and you're beating me on kills here. Unreal. We're wearing the same gear.
I just oh, I got some prayer pots too. Wow, we really popped this first one.
Hey, you know, it's all a learning curve here. Fun fact: I used to have this pet, and I died. I never insured it. Yeah, my kill count's 309, so I don't know if that's lucky, unlucky, but
Yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, that has to be super lucky.
yeah, it's got to be pretty decent. But I don't know, kind of sucks.
Yeah. Alright, so we've tried doing this before.
Yep.
But some of the other podcasts have got some issues. For those who don't know, we have tried recording multiple times. It's just some technical difficulties. But so I'm seeing more and more Iron Man, Joe.
Yep.
What do you think about them? Would you ever consider doing an Iron Man?
I think there's something more fun to watch. I watch a lot of like YouTubers doing it and streamers doing it. I don't know if it's personally for me, just because it's cool in a sense that you have to do things for yourself, obviously, and like there's things that you would never do in RuneScape unless you were an Iron Man. So from that perspective, it's cool. But like, if I want to trade myself gold and I want to buy something from the GE, I just want to do that. I don't always have I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's a great concept. I'm really happy they brought it to the game. I know a lot of people like it. It's something eventually I will try, but I don't think it's for me personally. But
yeah, I kind of agree with that because some things, dude, you just don't want to do in the game. You're stuck.
yeah, like crafting looks terrible. Like I was watching a Mudkip on YouTube, and it looks just so painful watching him do it. And I'm doing crafting as it is, and I fucking hate it. So,
it's just, it doesn't seem like it'd be fun at all. Oh god, I'm low on food already.
if you need to tell you out, you can, and then we'll just keep coming back
Yeah.
and then holding down the fort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How low up? I should have bought some pots for this.
Yeah. So, do you think you'll ever play on an Iron Man, or what are you thinking?
I was thinking about it for a while actually, and then I just started thinking about rune crafting, and magic's one of my favorite skills. I like it. It's always my top. Oh, this guy's crashing.
He's only 76. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. What's it called? Magic's always one of my favorite skills, so having to rune craft just to do magic, I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I'll pass on that.
I don't blame you. That guy had 2 defense. Sorry to cut you off. I thought it was pretty funny. He he's a failed 1 defense peer. Which actually, that reminds me, not to go off on a tangent. I saw something. How would you feel? Because I know you got hacked, right? And somebody, leveled up your defense. So this wouldn't technically help you. What would your thoughts be on a drop from Revenants, if you know what those are? Okay. So, shit, I gotta eat before I die. But anyways, how would you feel if there was like a scroll in the game from a monster and somewhere in the wilderness, like the Revenants is what people, is what Jagex was pulling them, right? And the whole concept and premise of it is if they drop it, okay, you can lower one of your combat skills. And it was, I think, 500 max, or maybe it was like 5k max, something like that. Do you think that'd be a good idea for the game or a bad idea? Is that something you'd want to see? So, like, max on your account, you could get 5 of them and say they're all 1k each, and you have to pay 5 million was the concept to lower your defense. And you could only do 5 on your account. So it's not like you could rank up and just, make it so it's way easier to train up your skills and then just, like, crash down, you know what I mean, because you're rich. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a pretty niche thing in case you accidentally level your defense.
So there would be an XP limit though on how much.
Yeah, I believe it was 500 or 5K. I don't remember.
And you can only get. It depends. I feel like it's a good concept, but if it's that low, it doesn't make a difference. But I feel if it's too much, it might be abused. Like
Right.
it's kind of like a sticky situation because no one's ever gonna be happy. I feel like if it was whole,
It was pulled and
there
it
was
barely
whole like
failed, I think. But
yeah,
there's like a
it was like
really
super split.
yeah, there's all right, so there's a strong divide in the community right now, and it's between um skillers and PVMers. And I know this is something you kind of want to talk on a little bit. So, why do you think there is that divide, and how do you think there's a way to like what's the best way to get rid of it and get people on the same page? Because it is inherently two different worlds, two different play styles.
Ooh, I don't know if it is possible, dude. Um, this is, I mean, this is gonna sound terrible because it's a fucking RuneScape EOC thing, but the best way to kind of do a best of both worlds sort of thing is having something like dungeoneering available again, but not as a skill, more as like a raid, I guess, a mini game,
Right.
something where it would make sense instead of having it a skill, because it didn't make sense as a skill to me, because it's
It's like a
essentially
mini game almost. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of like what old boss, like what bossing was in older games and things like that. You know what I mean? Where you go through a dungeon, and then at the end of the dungeon, you face like the biggest test. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It didn't make sense for it to be a skill. I think if the closest thing to making those two kind of communities coexist without getting on each other's throats, that would really be it. Because you would see people who you would need a skiller to get past certain.
Right. So they'd have to work together.
Yeah, exactly. I think that would be. I don't know. Do you have any ideas on that, man?
I don't know. It seems like I get the concept of what they're doing. It's like they're trying to throw it so like what do you call it? They're trying to make it so skillers and people in general have to go into the wilderness, and you know, but it's a weird dynamic because PKers don't have to skill to get the best gear; they just buy it, right? Which is
Yeah.
so it's like it doesn't seem right to force them to you know have to go out and do that. So it's tough because you shouldn't force people into the wilderness, but at the same time, you want that content there. So I get why they're forcing people. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
a balance they can ever strike.
I agree with that. I do think it is messed up that they are basically kind of forcing people to get into the wilderness to do that. But as a PKer and as a skiller, it doesn't affect me as much. You know what I mean? Like I know
Yeah.
a lot of the people that are skillers now, definitely for the most part, they weren't ever PKers. You know what I mean? I've talked to a lot of them. They were always PVMers or not to the extent of wilderness PVMing, but like stupid baby, little
Right.
PVMs like Moss Giants or something, or Hellhounds or like Dagonauts. Not or, you know what I mean? Just like Slayer kind of stuff. Not going
Yeah.
crazy. But yeah, I didn't mean to.
No, you're good.
But yeah, I don't know if they could ever come up with something because actually, I take that back. They kind of have though. I feel like with treasure trails, I think like that's the skiller equivalent to getting the top items that aren't they're not necessarily geared the top way, but some of those items cost more than some of the best geared items. Like was it Ranger boots are still what 36 mil or something?
Yeah, they're up there. They're definitely a lot. Um, no doubt about that. So yeah, I like your train of thought there.
I'm good. I didn't sleep good last night. Did you make?
Yeah, I mean some people might disagree, but it's all preference too, man. Because what I like about the game with that aspect is that you go out there and still get the top stuff. and it's a risk. Everything involves a risk, or else
Right.
there's no point in getting it.
I feel like that is one thing about RuneScape that's unique, is like that risk, and it's kind of something they need to bring back. Um, you know, like, I don't know, there's just not much of a risk. Like, if you die, you have an hour now. I don't know if you're for or against that, or what you're. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Like, a bot or something would die, right? And then you'd be like, nice.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Let's.
That grinds my gears, right? So, I've actually, I've been doing the mining, right? And there's just like a shit ton of bots that do like.
Are there? Yep, in the Motherlode miner, right?
Yeah, all the time just mining, so many bots, and all these random events come in. Back in the days, the random events used to murder people, bro. As you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the first boss ever, aka, what? Yeah.
I don't even think he comes out anymore, right?
No.
He's
No.
not even a thing, right?
Nope.
Wow, that's crazy.
Alright, I'm coming back now, by the way. But yeah, isn't it like, I get the concept that somebody died out here. I get the concept. This is kind of scary.
Oh shit.
What do you call? I get the concept, right? That there's a lot of bots could solve it themselves or whatever, but still, man, like, if someone's even AFKing and they die to the evil chicken, like, it's just funny, it's honestly just funny, and that's what I want to see. I want to pick up their loot. Like, that's awesome. That's so much fun. But I don't know. I guess people are complaining, as always goes.
Yeah, but they shouldn't, I don't know, man. I don't like that. It's just, I understand RuneScape is like a lax kind of a game, but at the same time, it's just a game still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to have some type of risk where you can get killed or something can happen that you can't necessarily control at all times. Or else it's just, I don't know, I feel like I'm playing fucking Sims.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just kind of, I don't really like that rule. I think 15 or 10 minutes would be a lot better.
Right. I know DDoSing was a big problem, but I feel like that's something at some point. I guess it's hard for them to fix because it's like not really their fault, but I'm sure there's got to be some kind of way.
Sorry, I didn't mean to overtalk. I think I saw the person that you saw get killed, and I saw the person who killed him.
Really? Wish we had that on the screen.
Yeah, that was booked it right back down.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Got some pots this time.
Yeah, I got a ranged pot too now, so this should be good.
Came back smarter.
Smarter and hopefully stronger, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fort. Ah,
There you go.
interesting. But yeah, I know that bots became sophisticated and were able to. I'm gonna get meleeed and shit on.
Yeah, to actually respond to the
Right,
event,
but
right?
still, I'm sure in some way or another, their bot program, wouldn't you think, would be able to pick up if it was a bot doing it, because it'd be very similar.
The response times.
Yeah, and just the way they would solve a random would have to be unique to a bot, right? Because with a bot, like, I get that they have, like, they're always improving and they're more dynamic, but how could they possibly make a bot like randomize a random? It's such a one-off thing, and what random you get, that to me that wouldn't make any sense, right? That they could just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna drop some sharks for you because I don't need all these yet. But to me, it just very weird, because I feel like, I don't know how sophisticated bots are. Obviously I don't make scripts, I don't bot, but I just don't see how you could plan for something so one-off and so different. Like, how they would always have to click the dwarf in the same spot. Like, you know what I mean?
I remember back when the evil chickens, they used to run like a certain distance away.
Exactly, and it should be very obvious.
Yeah, exactly. It was funny too, because I know some of the bots would have like a malfunction and only run back, like, now run away long enough and start running
Yep.
back.
With auto retaliate, yep. And then just get murked on. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. bot down. That's what I'm talking about. They don't have an hour to come back. There was nothing better than when someone would die and there's like 5 people like fucking like a bum, you know what I'm saying? Like just like, I gotta eat. Like what can I get? And I thought that was so awesome. I would always do that. Ooh, back-to-back rune long swords. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take that. Alright.
So yeah, I don't know. That's something that's kind of missing from the game. I know that's something they're pulling. I personally wrote in that I hope that they make it more like it used to be. I'd rather see it closer to 1 minute. I mean, it's cool to get my stuff back if I die. I never die. Who am I kidding? I was just kidding. But it's cool. I don't know. There's just that risk involved. Like now when I die, it's like I could go eat fucking dinner. I can like play a game of Halo and like I will be fine. So like, you know,
You can watch a whole fucking TV show and stuff
right?
like that.
Like right now what we could do, right? I've seen guides on this actually. So if you want to stay in here longer, we could come in here. It's a safe spot. We could suicide with a bunch of sharks. It's going to be here for an hour. So instead of us tailing out, we just pick up our sharks and sit here. But like, why would I want to do that? Like, yeah, it's more smart. It's more efficient. But like, do I really want to do I even care to do that? Like,
yeah, the fact that you're able to do that because of the death thing, and then it doesn't disappear, right?
nope, it'll be there for an hour, and then you'll see it, or you know, it goes against like what RuneScape is to me, because it was always that game like when you're a little kid and you die the first time, you're like, wait, my gear's gone. Like that was what you like in WoW, you just lose durability. In this game, it's like, no kid, you better run. Your agility level better be high, and you better get back there quick. There's nothing worse than when you died as a noob and you're booking it. Sometimes you might not even know how to get back and you're just like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I used to remember just running out of run.
yep, and then you're like, no. And
Especially PKing. Oh my god, that was
dude, PKing was the worst because you could never get back and you're like, oh my god. But that's what makes the like wilderness exciting to me, is stuff like that. Because you die, it's over. So I always thought that was really cool.
Oh, dude, yeah, I agree. It's the funnest part of the game for me. Well, it was.
Yeah. It's died down a little bit, but hopefully with, you know, the free-to-play PK world and just more updates, I think it'll be cool. I wonder how good their bot detection software is these days, because Artie Knights are getting auto-click to hell, and I've seen people... I frequent on Reddit a lot, and I'll see people talking about people have 200 million XP, like they literally max out their thieving, and like they're reporting them as a bot, and they're fine, and they get away with it, and it's like, what? Like, an auto clicker, yeah, and like people are obviously reporting them. I reported a kid who ended up hitting 99 while I was there, and it was clear as an auto clicker, like clear as day. He wouldn't talk, and he was just running back and forth. And we're like, all of us reported him. There's a lot of people there. And as far as I know, he didn't get banned. So I get why they're... What do you think about that? Do you think that they should make the game more difficult for other people because of botters, or no? Like, because they're going to nerf Artie Knights because of auto-clickers, I believe. And I know some people might say, oh, well, it's really overpowered or whatever. But I think the majority of the reason behind it is because of auto clickers, and they don't really know how else to deal with it. So what do you think about updates that, you know, make our lives as normal players a little bit more difficult, but they might help the integrity of the game by getting rid of botting?
I'm fine with that, actually. I guess it'll help detect more. If it helps detect more bots, I'm fine with it. If it's just literally the same type of crap where they're not really doing anything to deter botting,
Right, and they just find another way.
yeah, if it's basically just that, then I don't understand the point, because everyone's just gonna bot anyway. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It doesn't make much sense to me.
Do-
But if they decide to like fix it or something, I guess I could live with it, because I've had shit, dude, out from fucking, what was it, 55 magic to 99. That was hell. So
Right.
I could live with,
Yeah.
live doing some stupid things, I guess.
How do you feel about the progressiveness? I'm trying to think of the way I want to say, like the game getting easier, higher XP rates, maybe more FK methods, relative to when the game first came out? What like, because I know you had more 99s like right out the gate than I did. You had 99 woodcut really quick. You were one of the top first 1,000 people to do it, fletching magic like you just said. How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like it devalues your accomplishments at all? Do you even care about something like that? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't really care until somebody tries to shove it in my face, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody tries to shove their XP or something. Because I was like, dude, I was doing this shit before your wave was even a thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just kind of, it's funny to me, but I don't care that much.
Right.
Woodcutting, I'm a little annoyed because now they have a woodcutting guild and whatnot, and that would have made my life a fuck ton easier.
Oh yeah, especially with redwoods, man. It's night and day.
I remember I literally started farming. Like that's actually one of the reasons why I started farming. Because the magic tree locations were all terrible, right?
Mhm.
So the one good spot would have been the gnome stronghold, where I think there's one, but there's like a group of yew trees too.
Yep.
But there's also a farming spot where you can grow a tree, and that's where I would grow my magic tree at. And when everyone else would cut the regular magic down, I would still have my go-to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just like a lot harder because every other place was just hacked. So
Right.
the places that weren't hacked, you kind of had to work for it and be what's the word I'm looking for? Just be utilizing your resources the right way.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely respect that. Oh, there's a 124 here, and he's got nothing but a crystal bow, and he's getting absolutely destroyed. He's looking to die, but he's taking away some hits from me, so.
Hey, whatever works, man.
Yeah. Oh, he's shooting now. He definitely wants to die. Oh, I really want to get this kill. Alright. Yeah, because I have to tally out here in a second.
Oh, you're telling out now.
I'm about to, yeah, but I'm trying to get a kill before I tally out.
Oh, shit. The people fighting over here?
Are they?
Oh, there's a fight. Oh, shit.
What levels are fighting?
124 versus 112.
Really?
There's another 124 there. There's another person in the distance. Oh, shit. I'm not getting ready to do far guys just in case. They're going in.
It's always cool to see a lower level beat somebody. Like, that's what you always want to see, right? Alright, I have to tally out so I don't die.
Yeah. I'm gonna be watching these guys.
Okay.
It's a interesting fight. Both these ancients now.
Really?
Yeah.
So speaking of this is a good little segue. What is your personal favorite style of fighting? Like PKing wise?
It honestly depends on the level. What level are we talking here? Are we talking like
Any level. I'm going to throw it at you. Any level. If you had to pick the one thing you want to do, you would want to fight, you'd have the most fun with. Give me your most fun, just the type of fight, and then the one you get the most enjoyment out of, like gold wise, or like, because maybe the most fun one is, you know, low level, free to play, but the drawback in your mind is like, you know, it's too cheap, you know, stuff like that. So, all right, I'll let you take over now.
Yeah, actually you hit the nail on the head when you said the free-to-play PKing, which is my favorite, because actually low-level free-to-play PKing is my favorite.
Is it?
Yeah, just the nostalgia factor for me, and I like the simplicity. People are a lot more laid back, it's just a lot more fun. You don't have to worry about dying as much because you're only risking maybe 100k total.
Yeah.
Not even in some cases, you know. And compared to member PKing, that's chump change, you know what I mean?
Right. Are you a fan of low level PKing because there's no risk? Like, do you think that makes it more enjoyable or less enjoyable?
Oh, KO!
We got a KO?
Yeah, KO, hit him with a 64. Damn, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
I wish I saw that. I'm a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that was a nice sight to see. Alright,
I just tallied him with 12 health. That was not smart.
yeah, you just stay there,
Damn, really?
Yeah. Alright, so,
Oh, he's coming after me.
oh shit, no way.
Yeah. Whew. Tried to attack me, but he couldn't get me. That would have sucked.
Yeah, dude, fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to die. I definitely don't have gear to PK in.
Oh yeah, no, not at all, dude.
So do you like the low risk, or do you like higher risk, like, or do you like changing it up?
Alright, yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I don't mind the low risk. It just makes it not less fun because I can't win as much. It brings it more. It's more simplistic to me, I guess I should say. So I guess I can enjoy that more. It's a little bit less skill. It's just more of a relaxing thing. But the funnest monetary wise, I would have to say is between like 85 and level 100 PKing. And usually that's when I'm like max and things like that. So
Right.
I'll have vengeance and shit, and I'll just the drop, the money you get on a drop is just exponentially more, which I like a lot. That would be my favorite in terms of actually PKing.
Right.
What about you? What would be your favorite?
I really like the build I've always liked is 60 attack, 99 strength, and then 1 defense. Like just running in and trying to be that dick who, DDS. Yep. And just I like that, or like the 60 ranged, 1 defense, 1 everything, and then just 10 HP because you can, and then you try and spec with the yep. Like I just think that's exciting. Like it's not an actual fight. Don't get me wrong. It's just rushing. I know, but I've always thought that's really fun because if you catch somebody, the reactions you get are awesome. Like you can go look it up on a YouTube video. Fuck you, dude. Like I just think it's so funny to me. And
Oh god, I know it, dude. It's hilarious. One of the fun things too, adding on to that, like even at some of the higher level PKing you can do where you can just basically sit there with Void, right? And then have a Debo and just have Vengeance waiting, and then just wait for somebody to attack you, and then just Debo spec them with the Vengeance and just one hit kill them like that. That stuff is hilarious.
yeah, man,
We're marking him right now.
I'm getting some good hits this time. We'll see whose kill it is.
Yeah. Oh shit. Come on, buddy. There we go. Alright, so I was thinking Moon Knight bolts. What pet is your favorite pet?
Ooh. Skilling wise, or just in the game, or both, I guess.
Both. Yeah, both. I'll just go. I know that's super random. I was just thinking about KD pet and dropping Rocky in the bank. So.
Skilling pet wise, I think Rocky's pretty cool. I'm not sure if it's my favorite, but it's definitely up there. I'm trying to actually. I think the farming one is really cool. Tanglefoot, I think it's called. Yeah, dude. It's really cool. Like, and it's like a tree. It's pretty cool. And then I think the favorite boss pet. I like the. I'm pretty sure it's off the new boss, that blue dragon looking thing. It's just so unique. I can't think of the name right now, off the top of my head, but because I've never killed it, I haven't done the quest. Boarcat, that's it. That thing is just so sick looking. I think.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. That one. I like those two choices. The farm. I didn't even know there was a farming one. I'm gonna have to start farming again.
Yeah, right. I was talking to people today, and they were 99 with 15 million XP, and they haven't gotten it. So really quick before I ask you yours, do you think it should be impossible to get 99 without the pet, or do you like that it's possible to not have it and it keeps it more unique? Because there are a lot of people with 99 these days. So what do you think about that? Should you hit 99? Should you get the pet with your cape, or should it just be the random drop rate that it is?
I don't know, man. I'm actually kind of tossed on that because I have 99 it is. It's kind of a touchy subject. I want that beaver. I mean, I'm not a fan of beaver because I don't have.
Yeah,
You
right.
know what I mean?
Hate it because you don't have it, but if you had it, you'd love it.
Yeah. And it's what do I have? Let me check. Yeah, I got 17 million XP in wood cutting. So to put that into perspective, it's been what, maybe a couple weeks now since our last podcast, and I was a little at 14 mil mining, and now I'm at 16. So just to keep that in perspective, that's how long grinding that crap takes.
Yeah, it does.
So,
It does take a while. And once you're 99, it's just like, it's kind of,
yeah,
you don't want to
it's
do it.
almost yeah, it's next to pointless unless you're doing it for like a specific reason.
Yeah,
You know.
like for the pet. And even then, that's a monotonous grind. It's because there's like a definitive reward when you're leveling up. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, okay, I got a level. I need this far to level. For a pet, it's could be all fucking day and night.
Yeah, it could be random. That's why I get so much shit, dude, for having Rocky at level 59.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Like so much shit, dude. It's hilarious. But then, but when they bitch at me, like, okay, but I have 17 mil XP in fucking wood cutting. But that beat.
And I ain't got shit to show for it but the cape. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I'm like, fuck off, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Step off, man.
Yeah, dude. Come on, let me live. I love my
Yeah.
Rocky. As you see, all I do is fucking rock my around.
Rockin' Rocky.
Yeah, dude. Unless I get KBD pet, like Rockies.
I can't believe I died with it, dude. Ugh.
I know. That's yeah. I can only imagine. Oh, who is this fella? Did he just try to attack you?
Nah, he just ran in here, and I think he got, I think he had auto retaliate on, so he, like, got pulled in, you know what I mean? And then,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright. I didn't see that exchange too well. I just saw him. Dragon These are some pretty shitty drops. Other than
I'm sick of these arrows, man. These iron arrows. These things crash harder than the Titanic, man. They ain't worth nothing.
I know, dude, bro. It's like fucking GP a pop.
Yeah.
Alright, so favorite pets?
Yep, yeah, it's skilling and then just in the game. So, you know, it could be two skilling, it could be the same pet.
So this is I hate the skill, but my favorite skill. I mean, I love Rocky. Rocky would probably be my favorite, but I'm not gonna say that because I have him.
Yep.
So I would go with the agility pet, which is the squirrel, right?
Oh, yep.
And I like that you can change the colors of them too. Which if you couldn't, I probably wouldn't pick it. But I've seen some cool looking squirrels. I haven't seen that farm pet, so I can't say that. But that sounds really dope.
It is. I know you would like it if you saw it.
Yeah, I'm sure I would love it. And I'm honestly not really too aware if there's other skill pets. I mean, I have the golem. I know there's the heron for fishing.
Yep. I'll never have that bad boy.
Yeah, you're in
The same boat as you, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It just sucks. And then for a PVM pet, I'm not gonna copy you, even though that pet is awesome. But I would have to go with the one that you had, which is the guy we're fighting right now. You know?
Is it? I wanted to say that, but I was like, man, I had it. I died. I can't. It can't be my favorite. Like, it
I'll say
can't be.
for you. It's alright. It's my favorite.
I appreciate that, pal. That'd be cool if we got it on the pod. That is the goal of the pod.
That'd be amazing. I've done KB in close to 10 years, easily.
Yeah, I was soloing it, but I don't think it's... Obviously, I can solo it with my stats, but it's just more fun to do with other people, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I would get right now.
Oh, we got a big dick in here.
Yeah.
124.
Crash the pod, eh? Alright.
I wish people wouldn't do this, but I guess I understand. Oh, he's on
Yeah.
Slayer task.
That's what he said, Taz.
Nah, I can just tell because he has the
Oh,
his
but he
Slayer.
got,
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even see him. Not much.
And before he gets the pet, and we both kill ourselves. He has a dragon hunter crossbow, so he's gonna...
Yeah, see that. Nice and sexy. My buddy, he is not playing any type of games.
Nope. Alright, at least he didn't get that good of a drop. and I don't even think he's gonna pick it up.
No.
Mr. Richie
Alright.
Rich over here. But he's a good guy. He left, so
That's me to shame. That's.
both of us a shame, yeah.
I wish I remember when I had the full Robin gear, I was doing like a sham.
Especially with your cape, your woodcutting cape.
It should fit perfect. It was like Robin Hood.
What is your favorite? If you had to choose, right? What would be your favorite set in the game? It can't be like mix and match pieces. Like it had to be like Rune G. Like, all right, so if you had to pick gut shot call, what would your favorite armor be?
Favorite armor? Oh, can I get shitty drops.
If you need me to go first, I can give you because I didn't give you much time.
No,
Just
fine.
sprung it on you.
I'm just debating if I want to say one or the other.
Right. That's the hardest part inherently.
Yeah, I got two that I've always kind of been in love with. So, I mean, I guess I'll say the two then. Fuck it. Dude, I got three. Fuck it, we'll go top three.
Yeah, no, that I'd love to hear all three. Why narrow it down to one?
So, number three, we're gonna go with the Zamorak armor, the Rune Zamorak armor.
Okay. Yep.
The blue and the red trim. I only liked it because I was, I didn't mind Sarah, but the blue on blue was a little much for me. So I like, something kind of stuck out. Got dicks, like the guy that's in between.
The green just didn't look good, to be honest. With
Yeah.
it doesn't look good. I don't think with the blue.
Yeah.
So what's number two then, boss?
Number two is gonna be the black with gold trim.
Okay.
Just because it looks fucking sick. Even with other, not even just that armor set, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yep.
Other items that are black gold trim, I love them. So the whole thing, even as a dude, I remember way back when that was like my goal was to get the black gold trim armor. And so number one is just gonna be straight gold. Straight gold. That's my favorite. I love that from the moment I saw it because it was kind of when I was playing, that was the most expensive like regular armor you could possibly get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was, and it was so rare. Nobody had it. Nobody had it at all. I'm totally with you then.
All right. I like it. That's pretty. Yeah. I mean, especially back in the day, Gilded was just is a huge status symbol when it first came out and stuff. And you're like, whoa, what is that? How do I get it? The classic. People say they're trimming armor, and there goes your Rune.
Oh god.
That was.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Just to add something real quick. What the hell was I gonna say? And I lost it. Never mind. Alright, I'll word on you, man. So what would be your favorite armor set?
I guess I'll do top three, so I'll follow in the trend. All right. I'll number three. All right. Number three, I'm gonna say Dragon, just because like when I first came in the game, like that's what everyone like aspired to be, and I always thought it was really cool, especially with when the full helm came out. I didn't like it when it had when it didn't have the full helm. Yeah, like that. I mean, it was cool, but it wasn't. So it was just one of those things. So once the full helm came out, that'd definitely be up there. Let me see. Number two. I like black D-hide gilded or gold, sorry, whatever you want to call it. Black D-hide G. I really like that. I don't know why. I've always thought that was pretty cool. And then my number one would actually be the rune. I don't remember which one it was, but the rune that has the white paint on it. That was always, yeah, I really liked that one. I don't know why, but that was always I really loved that one. So that would be my top one. It just sucks that stuff like that isn't like, it's just not as big a part of the game anymore, I guess. Maybe if you're a Zerker it is, but you know, it is what it is, I guess.
That armor's kind of forgotten about unless you're like an OG, really.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I forgot on another house.
Yeah.
Back.
Did anyone steal our spot or no?
Checking it right now.
All right, I'll be there in a second.
that's gonna bug me. I had something I was gonna say, and I can't for the life of me remember it. Yeah, nobody's here. We're still good.
Alright, cool.
Here before I get destroyed by him.
I'll be there in a second.
Yeah, I forgot the antidote and crap.
Yeah. It's tough to remember.
Teleport
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, what I'm going to houses, just because I plan on, after I get my 99 thing right, I'm gonna basically redo my house. It's gonna cost me a fortune.
Yep.
But it's what I want to do, I guess. So what, house parties used to be kind of a big thing too. I mean,
Right.
sometimes they still are. What was the coolest house you actually been in?
Man, it was definitely when people would host the gilded altars, and like those people always had ball in houses, right? So you go in there, and then there'd be like a boxing ring, and you'd be there to train your prayer, and then you're like making friends, boxing people, going into layers, and like I'd always really like that. Like I don't remember a specific name, but it was just a random host. So
Yeah. I meant more so like what was in the house, like
the boxing ring is definitely my favorite, I would say. Like that's definitely the cream of the crop. It's just so pointless, but it's just pointless fun. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things you just do and waste a bunch of time, and you don't even know why you're doing it, but you're having a blast. And they had the training dummies in there too, and you're like, oh, look at my max hit, 20, because you're new back then.
That's so funny. I forgot about the boxing rings completely. I went to this one guy's house who had a dungeon map. The dungeons to me are the coolest part, just because you can basically do like a little mini Slayer thing right there at your house, and just go at it and have fun. The boxing rings are fucking dope as shit though. I always remember getting my ass whooped. Like some level 99 because I was like a 50 with my
Right.
friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you're getting you're like a super lightweight in there with a heavyweight dude just getting smacked around.
Yeah, dude, it was hilarious. I loved it. Oh god. But yeah, a lot of stuff used to be big, and it's not really that big anymore. What do we got here?
The game's a lot more focused around like being efficient now, and it's not as much like fun. Like I'll be talking to people and I'll be like, how much gold is that? And they're like, oh, it's 300k an hour, it's not that good. And they're like, so it's a waste of time. And I'm like, well, if you have fun doing it, it's not a waste of time, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's always one method that's the best, but that doesn't mean it's the most enjoyable and shit like that. So like if I could make 300k an hour and have fun doing it, I will happily do that. It doesn't matter to me if there's other better ways to make gold, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, because as long as you're having fun doing what you're doing, then
yeah.
it doesn't really matter. Anything else doesn't matter basically at all at that point, you know? Because there used to be this way I used to do thieving, right? And you basically go into you know where the ham hideout is?
Yep.
Humans against monsters, the people.
Yep.
So certain, I believe it's like certain jailers or certain people there you pickpocket for keys, right? And these keys open up different chests, and these chests end up giving you jewels. And for people who don't know, it's like a 300k an hour type of money thing, but it's just fun to do because it's kind of like when you open the chest, you don't know what you're gonna get, but you know you're gonna get something good. So it's just cool to I like the anticipation rather than just getting straight.
Yeah, what you actually yep. No, I definitely get that. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's like, doing bosses, it's kind of cool like this. Like, you don't know what you're going to get. It could suck. It could be awesome. But, like, there's that thrill factor in there.
Yeah, exactly. I got, no inventory space to hold any of that crap.
I can grab it if you need it. Me too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to be down for food.
Yeah, I've gone through quite a bit of food this time.
Yeah, I hope we can end up getting some. I would love to get a pet EVM. I've forgotten one. That's gonna be funny.
Let me ask you this. If there's one thing from old school, or not, well, like RS3, your RS3 account that you have, right? if you can remember.
Yeah.
If there's one thing, one skill, one item, anything, one thing that you could transfer over from that version or copy of the game to this one, what would it be and why?
Like something that I had originally.
Yeah, like on your RS3 account, like back in the day, and you could carry it forward.
Um, that's a tough one. Probably some of my Ranger stuff, just because I ended up losing it now. I would say the blue Halloween mask that I lost. The story I told before with the scams and whatnot. But
I remember it well.
yeah, but I ended up losing, so I can't really count that. The next closest things I had, like price-wise, was the Ranger outfits, but I ended up getting on this one too, so I can't really. I guess nothing, man.
Nothing.
I got all the 99, like the same 99. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know, it's almost the same character, I guess. I don't know. What about you? 'Cause I know you kind of had like not necessarily a different turn of events, but you had a different path since this game came out as compared to the original, right?
Yeah, I'd probably take my 85 mining just because I would never want to do that again. I did it so I could get rune whenever I wanted to. It's not the best money maker, but it was always something kind of fun. So I definitely think that is what I would carry over.
We got 150. You.
Nice. You've actually gotten 3 good drops back to back to back.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they even got anything.
Yeah, right? It's alright, I'll get us the iron arrows here. What do you, let me ask you this, and then we can, since this is getting a little long, we can cut it off. But,
Yeah.
what is the longest you think you, alright, so I see people doing streams for like 24 hours of just playing RS. If you set your mind to it, how long do you think you could stream and play for? At one sitting. Keep people entertained. It doesn't matter what, you can do anything you want in game, but you have to stay at your computer, and it has to be one continuous like session.
Like no outside forces kind of thing.
Yep.
If I had no outside forces, I could probably do maybe a day.
You think you can pull off 24 hours?
Yeah, I think I could. If I had like no distractions and things, yeah. I mean, would meals be like given to me, handed to me?
Yeah. We'd have, in this hypothetical, someone would bring your meal in for you, so you didn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. I would have to hold my extremities. But
Well, yeah, you could go to the bathroom briefly, like.
Dude, then I could go for a while.
What would you say? What would your cat be? How long do you think you could sit here and play?
Maybe probably like 48 hours. Yeah, I could do 2 days easy. That wouldn't even be a problem.
I like it. We should put that to the test one of these days.
Yeah, if I could get 2 days, that would be nice.
That would be pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was just happy having that free time by myself.
Yeah, right.
Just gave you get I would finally be able to get 1,000 room order that's been before.
What would you optimally? I'll ask you this too. What would you do during that time? Right, like. Obviously, you said you could finish off your room, but like if you had to play the game for 48 straight hours, and you had to pick 2 skills and you could alternate them whatever you wanted, what would they be and why?
2 skills. I like that, Joe.
That's what I'm here for.
I would do probably farming and Slayer.
I like that, yeah.
They're like the 2 skills. I mean, Slayer you can't get bored with really at all. I mean, there's always something to do with Slayer and farming. It'd be like the nice little break, and I could, get my money up, man.
Yeah, get those stacks, get those herbs, man. I think that's pretty good.
All right, so right back at you. How long do you think you could withstand playing this game for straight?
Maybe 10 hours before I fall asleep. I don't think I would last that long, to be honest. At some point, I would
Oh,
fall
yeah,
asleep
that's
playing,
true.
probably. I mean, maybe if I really set my mind to it, it's a different story, but I'm sure, knowing me, I would crash at some point without a shadow of a doubt. Especially if I was
Yeah,
playing by myself. I think that'd be the hardest part. But if you're streaming and you're talking to people, I don't think it'd be that bad, so. But I'd say like 10 hours. And the two skills that I would pick would be fishing and it would be Slayer.
yeah,
I like
fishing
farming,
is good
but
too.
yeah. I would say farming, but I feel like I would just get so sloppy late into it that I would like go and try and do a farm run and I would just forget everything and I just get pissed and be like, all right, I'm over this, I'm done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that too. That'd actually be funny, especially all the crops dying, 'cause that happens on certain plots a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, that would piss me off.
Yeah, but you think you like only 10 hours, man?
I mean, I'm sure I could do longer. It's just tough for me to sit here and say definitively. I know there's a lot of factors for me. I feel like, you know,
Yeah, that's true.
like how much sleep did I get the day before, or like stupid little things like that. I guess.
Now you're starting to make the drops.
Oh, dude, Adam and Bar, they're not even fucking noted. I don't even want them.
Really?
Yeah, that's a waste of my time.
Yeah, I agree. Man, we're just getting shitty drops.
Yeah, I really wanted the deep pickaxe because I was like, dude, that'll motivate me to mine. Definitely wouldn't sell it. I would use it. So that'd be pretty cool instead of having to buy one. But
Yeah, something would be nice other than this crap, right?
yeah. All right, I'll actually ask you another question because I just thought of it. What
Alright, sure.
So like we're talking about the deep pickaxe, right? If there's one thing you can introduce to make skilling one skill easier, any skill, what would it be, and how would you implement it, and why that one thing?
Um, I think what I would do is kind of have like I would add this to thieving, right? So it'd be kind of, it wouldn't necessarily be thieving, but it'd be something similar to it. It'd kind of be like persuasion kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you go into like a regular shop or a merchant shop or something like that, and you have the ability to basically get the lower price because
Like bartering, like in Oblivion.
yeah,
Yep. I like that. I like that a lot.
The only reason the only reason I guess I would say under thieving is because I don't know. I guess I don't have a good enough reason to why.
Did we not get a drop? Sorry to cut you off. Did you get a drop?
No.
What the hell, Jagex? What the hell? How did we not get a drop?
What the hell?
We didn't even get a kill.
It doesn't-
That's so weird.
It says you got a kill, but not.
Well, we said we're getting bad drops, and they said, no, boys, you can get even worse.
Yeah, that's alright. That was cool.
Yeah,
Nobody
I like-
logged in, right? You
No.
didn't see anybody, did you?
Well, a guy came in, and then he tellied out, but, like, he didn't do any damage or anything, and I don't even think he got attacked, so,
That's super weird.
yeah. I like the bartering. I like that.
I mean, that's just, I guess that's off the top. Something else I would probably do is make. Oh, never mind, dude. I got a better one. Fuck all that. What I would do. Okay. Sorry, I'm chewing something right now. This is terrible.
No, you're good. We all gotta eat
Okay,
sometime,
so-
my friend.
So some of the some of the construction items, right? They have the marble things, the gold leaves, shit like that. I would make those makeable, buildable, craftable, but it would be under crafting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to make crafting profitable in a way. Is what I figured.
exactly.
Yep.
Plus, I feel like there shouldn't be anything in the game somebody can't make because what's the point of having like 99 crafting or some skill where you need to make something if you can't? I just don't
Right.
like that, really. Unless it's treasure trove items, I guess. Treasure trove items are boss
Yeah,
items,
that's
but-
yeah, boss items.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, but just random like game-made items like what is it, the gold leaf that's like 1 mil a pop or something ridiculous like that. There's no need for that. They should be able to have some, be able to make that.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I don't.
Alright, so do you have any, anything? What do you got, Joe?
If I had to introduce one thing, I ask these questions and don't even have answers myself. That's the brilliance. One thing. Just looking at all my skills here. One thing. I don't know, man. I like bartering. I actually really like that a lot. I'd probably steal that just because. Let me say this really quick. I've never realized how many people come here when they're PKing so they can like teleport out. I didn't even know that was like really a thing, but now I do.
You'd be surprised. They don't even want to kill you because hopefully we can. How much HP does this guy have? I'm about to get. I'm out of food.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay, but I'm about to tell you myself.
Alright, let's see. Oh, shit. Shit.
I think we should be able to kill it. Oh boy, I'm poisoned because I definitely picked my antidote up, but I didn't get it, and I'm using ruby votes right now, which is really stupid because it reduces your health. I'm out. I gotta buy more. I think we're gonna get him.
I hope he doesn't hit me again.
What the hell,
Where's he running to? Where's he running to? Oh, somebody else.
dude? That's good. That's good. Cause that.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna fucking die from the poison. Oh my god.
Come on.
I'm gonna die. Did we kill it? Dude, please. Oh my god. Epic.
Okay.
How many prune long swords did you get? What is this?
I have 3 in this.
Did you get fucking U-logs too?
Yeah. Yep. Oh my god. I love that. Cute.
Wow. What a trip for you, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to divide this up.
I feel like we both gotten pretty good drops though, so I mean I just say you keep what you got and I keep what I got.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm surprised I got as many kills as I did. Honestly.
I guess my 99 range is just for show, I guess. Fuck Binor, he's in the same loot, the same gear, so.
Did you bring a potion, didn't you?
Yeah, I have been using them off and on, not like every time, but
Yeah, me too. I was gonna say, what the hell? Alright, that's weird. I feel like it doesn't matter if you're like, at least for PvPing, you're within like 5 levels or something.
yeah. Well, what level is your ranger level?
Oh, wow, I thought it was 94. I'm 93.
Oh yeah, if you're ranging pot and I'm not, then yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. If the pot is, what, 10 level? 13 level?
I honestly have no idea. It's a lot. That's all I know. I can tell you it's a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What do I need to answer? All right. Well, I guess we can call it here. If you have any parting shots you want to say or anything.
Feel free to join the clan chat.
It is under a new name. Remind the people, please, if you will.
It is a true dick, all one word, no spaces. Feel free to do that whenever.
Yeah, we'd love to have you guys join and talk. We're in there a good amount, so that.
Yeah, feel free to stop by. Tips, advice, everything. It's not bad of a job. Was it 300K?
Yeah, no, it's not bad.
It's not bad of an hour.
I'm down to keep going if you want to keep going. I want to get one more trip in because it's always that thing. Like, am I gonna get something? You want to do one more trip?
Sure, why not?
All right, I just gotta buy.